What up, everybody? I'm your host, JP, and this is my co host, Josh.
Hey, everybody.
And welcome back to another episode of the FilmBros podcast. All right, Josh. So today, man, we have a lot to discuss. All right, we have Marvel news, we got DC news, we got shelved projects, we also have Paramount deals, a race to get a movie out on the big screen, little problems in between there. We got movie trailers. Josh, we even have some AI to discuss. We have a full list today, all right? And we are going to dive deep and basically just dive right into this stuff. Josh, I hope you had your coffee. I hope you had, your, your 5 hour energies. I know you like to stack them. I know you're a
Right.
energy stacker. You get like 20-hour energy out of 4 of those, right?
That's right.
Something
That's
like
right. I need 10 hours, so I drink two of them.
So two of them makes more sense. Josh, we're gonna start here. You probably don't know this, but The Big Bang Theory had a spin-off show that basically um, is called Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. Okay, this is the Big Bang Theory spinoff. They even had like some knockoff of Sheldon and whatever in the show. I've seen little clips rolling around. But one thing that caught my attention that I was like, Josh, this is insane. You know, for me, it's kind of I've been seeing it in music videos a little bit more, and I've been seeing it, a little bit more prominent. And in my head, I'm just like, man, these people make a lot of money. They're millionaires, probably. They can afford the real deal. But a lot of these big companies and musicians and all that stuff, they opt for the cheapest thing, which is AI. What it looks
Mm.
to be AI. Um, so I wanted to show you this because I know that you're one of the big advocates of, the whole AI movement. And I told you this was an inevitable thing. We were gonna get it put into shows and movies and everything like that. Me personally, I didn't think we were gonna do like 3 minute sequences, whole minute, 2 minute sequences, whatever of AI. I thought you're gonna, touch up here, touch up there, fix there, whatever with AI. If you got to make a character, whatever, you still replace it with human hands at one point. That AI was going to be a tool to help, not to be completely used and abused. Here's the opening credits. I don't know if you've seen this before. There's even a do not skip, and during the credits, there's a lot of like words and stuff. So I mean, if you can't read it all, we'll go back through it. But let's check out the opening theme for Stuart Fails to Save the Universe.
Okay.
Tries to reset our lives, but he fails to save the universe. It's our only chance, and he tries, but he fails to save the universe.
That's a stupid theme song.
They really bragged about Danny Elfman doing it, and I was like, it's not even that good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that it was. Um,
That was an AI opening sequence.
right,
It looked completely AI.
right. There was nothing. There's nothing about it. He doesn't.
They didn't
He's not
even
even
try to clean up this AI. They
He's
didn't
he
even
wasn't.
try to make this look good.
He's not even carrying it. Look, his fingers are like getting into the box.
The thumb is all long.
Yeah.
Her face is warped. He's looking down at something. He's looking down at something. She's supposed to be looking at this heavy box. He has the box. I don't know. Like when I seen this, I felt nauseous. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the, like, if this was your worst nightmare when you were thinking like AI is gonna take over, I might be on your side now. This was atrocious. I hated this when I seen it too.
The lights up top mushing into one.
Mm-hmm.
These doors have two doorknobs on each side.
They do. They do. Two doorknobs on each side. The foot that looks like ancient Greece or whatever that breaks into the building, you could tell it like, look, it goes in. It clips. There's a rubble right here that's just oddly just in the way for some reason. These guys aren't even on the floor. I understand they're supposed to be running, but
1 foot on the ground, fellas. 1 foot
one
on the
foot
ground.
1 foot should be on the ground, I believe. That's how running works. I don't know. This was, this is the nightmares you were having. I'm pretty sure, Josh. This is what you were when you heard AI in movies and stuff. This was what basically I'm pretty sure came to mind, and I see it now. I see it. This is hot garbage. I would not watch this show just off the opening sequence alone. And they put this out. They put this on YouTube, and they said, "Hey, we want the world to see this opener," and here we are.
That's unfortunate. All we can hope for is that the show gets canceled and stuff. From what I've heard, is like it's nothing but like the B-listers of the Big Bang Theory in this show.
Basically,
So,
yeah.
so there's really, I mean, who really wants to see a show about B-listers, you know? So they were
I
like,
think
"Damn,
it.
we got such a good hit with with the Mandy one, and then with the young Sheldon." They were like, "We could probably make it out about anybody," but yeah, no, I don't think this one's making past season 1.
No, because the big drawing was Sheldon and the other guy, Raj and Penny, right?
Right.
And then obviously the cast got bigger, whatever. But even then, when they put them in this show, it was supposed to be in a parallel universe or a different whatever, and so it wasn't even those actors. It was a completely different actor emulating what the original actors would do. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cheap. You couldn't even get the original guys back, like for
Yeah,
some multiverse shit.
the actor that said he was the original Sheldon actor said that he wouldn't even come back.
Yeah, see. So it's like, so what do they do?
AI opening, pay different people. This is dumb. This is a ridiculous show.
And they're like this one right here. Like when they said something about the oh right here. What'd you think of our graphics considering we have zero money in the budget? Was the and how about these graphics was the first card, and then it goes over to not bad considering we had like zero money in the budget. Of course, because AI is practically free. You could buy it for like what, 5.99 a month or something like that, $10 a month, and you could make all this shit on AI.
Those aren't even words back there, by the way.
Wait, what?
Look at you see the comic like papers? Those aren't words.
The comic papers aren't
Look,
words?
yeah, look. Are you seeing it or no?
I'm trying to see what you're talking about. What do you mean?
To the right, or okay, depending on how your monitor is, I guess to the
Uh.
right of the Superman comic or whatever. Look at the placeholders. There's no words on here.
Secret Origins. Oh yeah. Biff Tooth. What the hell is that? Wait. That's good eye. Okay, this one says Batman because it's front and center. Oh yeah, this is just Admin August. What the hell is that? Secret Origins. Wow.
This is dumb.
A-
We shouldn't
And
be
that's why
playing
they
this
move
game.
it so fast. They move it so fast, so you hope. I mean, nobody's gonna freeze frame it like this. I'm pretty sure. In the that is the sides turning into wild animals, or at least the forest.
It's the same thing on each side. That's so funny. That the exit sign flashes red, but in a disgusting like the whole thing lights up when usually that's just not what happens. So
His body flew. Did you see that?
yeah,
I who greenlit this? I need to have a talk with them. Look, you guys are giving me a bad name because I vouched for AI, okay? I stood here in front of Josh and God, okay? And I said, AI will not become atrocious. If anything, it will be fine tuned and be used as a tool, not as a means to an end, but a useful tool to help the end. What the fuck is this shit, man?
yeah.
We're heading down the wrong road. It's bad. And then hearing also too that Netflix has been using AI in multiple projects for like about a year and a half to almost 2 years now too. That tells me that they were using it at a capacity where you could use it, but not too much to the point where it's ugly. It looks gross. These people threw that shit all out the window. It wasn't even like a minute thing. This was 36 seconds, and I could tell you those 36 seconds felt long watching this AI nonsense. What is this? Why are there bushes in the front? What's up with that?
I don't know.
There's just a random android right here too, by the way. Looks
Yeah.
like. Yeah, no. The clouds. Look how the clouds are not in the
Way the
sky.
fuck down there on the baseline of the world. That's insane.
And then the clouds automatically go back to the top. You see that as it zooms in, how the clouds just make their way to the top now? Look at that. Oh my god.
Stupid. So stupid.
I see, and when I first watched this, I just glimpsed over it and I was like, dude, this is too much AI to not look at it on the podcast. And then like just analyzing it now is just it's just atrocious. This is gross. This is disgusting. I can't believe that they put that out for people to consume.
Yeah.
I,
Terrible. Unfortunate. So dumb. I don't have any words. I mean, I know what my stance is on AI and stuff, but like if they're not scandalous enough to do this, eventually they're just gonna be playing in your face.
Stewart fails to hire real artists. That's a good comment. I like that.
Yeah.
Fucking Stewart. Mr. Little? No. But let us know what you guys think. Stewart Fails to Save the Universe is actually streaming right now on HBO Max. So if you guys want to support this AI garbage, there you go. The door is right there for you. But if you want to just stand in solidarity, let this shit flop. It does not deserve a season 2. It does not. Off the opening theme alone, whoever created the show obviously did not care to the point where they couldn't. I've seen, doesn't The Office literally just have post-it notes for like its opening credits?
The Office? No, the thing it follows people around. If it follows the cast and all that stuff, tells you their names and whatnot, and then shows you pieces of like of where they filmed at Pennsylvania or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
like with a nice little theme song.
Right.
What happened to
So
that?
like I've seen like shows where like if they have no budget, they do use like little cue cards or post-it notes or whatever. They try to do creative things with the little bit that they have. The fact that creatively they went bankrupt when it came down to this like opening, and they were just like, what do we do for 36 seconds? They literally just turned to AI immediately. They didn't even try. They just turned to AI immediately, it feels like, and this is what they got. It's gross. It makes you feel a little dirty. But let us know what you guys think. Check out the trailer or at least the opening credits on YouTube, and check out the show. It is on HBO Max. Let us know your guys' thoughts. Moving on though, Josh, Marvel Studios had a shabangi for San Diego Comic Con, where DC Studios decided not to show up because they're broke. Marvel said, you know what? It's time to get the people hyped. We got enough to get the people hyped, which is insane because we did say that Marvel was at first initially saying we are not gonna go to San Diego Comic Con. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are glad they did, and a lot of other people are glad they did not. So are some other people are glad that they did, but are kind of upset at possibly the announcement that basically happened, because there are some announcements that are going to be taken away from some other projects that are unrelated to the MCU. I'm just letting you know that right now because words going around. Marvel's kicking it back into gear now. Doomsday has not came out yet. Okay, so I kind of want to preference all this like San Diego Comic Con stuff with saying that Doomsday has not came out yet. We are waiting for Doomsday. Spider-Man Brand New Day is obviously making waves. it's Spider-Man. What are you gonna expect, right?
Right.
But Doomsday, in my opinion, is Marvel's real like test of, are we pulling this shit together, or is this just a patch-up job to hopefully satisfy the fans and keep them around a little bit longer until they can get us to the real destination, which is Secret Wars. And then obviously the reboot that's going to happen after then, or not reboot because Kevin Feige doesn't want to call it a reboot. So, with that being said, though, Doomsday has a lot on his shoulders. Marvel is not out of the woods yet, but they are trying to get people hyped for not only Doomsday, but for what's to come after Doomsday. And first things first, we did get a Ghost Rider announcement with not the one and only, okay, Ryan Gosling going to be playing. What? Who is it? Is he gonna be Johnny Blaze? Is that who we're gonna be getting in this Ghost Rider? We don't know.
Yeah, no, we don't know.
We
Could be
just know
him.
that he's gonna be playing a version of the Ghost Rider.
Right. Could be Johnny.
Sean
could be
Levy is
Danny.
set to direct it.
Yeah, Sean Levy, which is everyone's like point of contention with this rollout. And I don't know, man. I don't mind Sean Levy. He does decent work, and he's like in house. And I couldn't imagine anybody else like giving it a more decent shot than this. I guess. Like
Well,
he's safe. He's just safe, in my opinion.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's safe, and no, I like safe. I like risk too. Big risk equals big reward. Um, they are working on Star Wars Starfighter together, so they already have a history, right? So that if they do bring this to the big screen, because we do know what happened to Blade, and that was kind of announced and never got brought to the big screen ever, never ever. Um, Ghost Rider, I mean, at least Star Wars Starfighters is gonna be hitting the big screen. We did see Sean Levy's work before. I mean, I known him since he's been making fucking what he made like Cheaper by the Dozen and all that stuff. Like this
Real
guy
Steel.
goes way, huh? Real Still, like
Steel.
Real Still as well. Like he goes way back for me. So I know him as, even like if you look at Real Still and everything, safe bet, safety. Then you get to Deadpool and Wolverine, same thing, safety, cameo. They task him to do something, he does it. It's easy, it's light work for him. It's really good. When is Sean Levy gonna take big swings though? Is my thing. I mean, we saw Free Guy. That was kind of like a big swing, but even though it was a big swing, it felt tamed. It felt safe. Maybe that was a Disney thing or whatever. I need more out of Sean Levy before we start giving him like keys to Ghost Rider. I find that to be insane. Unless this is really gonna be just a, you know, Kevin Feige tells him what to do and he's just the one who shoots and directs it. But that's the only thing that I see Sean Levy good at, is that like he's tasked to do something and he does it really well. But he doesn't do it to a point where like it's taking these big swings or it's doing anything too crazy. I mean, we talked about our Deadpool and Wolverine. We have a review out right now, but even that, him jumping into the MCU felt safe and not really
Yeah.
risky.
It's all gonna be safe, man. I don't know. I guess it's a problem, but it's also like, oh well, we know what we're gonna get, and so you can kind of be reassuring to yourself about it. I don't know. I don't think there's a big problem. I hope it all comes together at least.
I mean, he's kind of making his rounds too, right? Sean Levy. Maybe this is kind of like his growing up era, right? He moved on from family films, right? He did CGI work with Real Still. He did real big CGI work with Free Guy, and then we get around to obviously Deadpool and Wolverine, where that one, I mean, oof, I didn't really like the CGI in that movie.
Well, that was just because there was a lot of it. I mean, that's not fair.
That's where that's what I'm saying, is that like it was safe, and then you got bad CGI coupled with it, and this is an MCU film, so this is still within the MCU realm. So we can go side by side comparison with Deadpool and Wolverine when this movie comes out. But like I will say CGI was kind of bad. The story was mid at best. You had a bunch of cameos. which obviously that's that Deadpool and Wolverine. That seems like it was set up. I don't think we're gonna get the same thing with Ghost Rider. Um, the only thing that I could think is positive about this film is that it's a solo character film, right? So it's Ghost Rider. Obviously, you'll have the side characters and everything, but he just got to figure out a solo journey instead of figuring out a Deadpool and a Wolverine journey. You know what I'm saying? So like you have you have that, I guess, as an argument, and I could kind of see that being like a thing. That's why if Star Wars comes out, Starfighter comes out, and it's good and actually really good, okay, cool. But I feel like Sean Levy's kind of like not as sauceless as John Watts, but probably in the same realm as John Watts.
Oh, I I understand what you're saying. Like on
Mm-hmm.
paper, it's like okay, these guys kind of do the same thing, but I probably enjoy Sean Levy's stuff a little more than John Watts.
The best thing I could tell you is what I told you in our review as well. Like I said, our Deadpool and Wolverine review is out right now. Look at what we got with Deadpool 1 and 2, okay? And then look how tamed we got with Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, there was more blood, but that's just I feel like that's an MCU thing where people were like, "Oh my god, like they really didn't they weren't scared." But it's like we've seen worse in Deadpool 2. You know what I mean? So like to me that felt tamed. It didn't feel like we were going bigger, badder, whatever, blah 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 blah. So like if you notice the difference between those and what Sean Levy kind of produced, and then we're supposed to go and just be like, "Oh yeah, I mean, Ghost Rider can get gritty, right? Like it can get pretty dark. He puts people in jail in their mind, right? Like he sends them to hell in their own fucking body. So it's like it can get pretty dark. Can Sean Levy deliver something like that?
We can hope. Let's hope him and
I
Ryan
think so.
Gosling. Let's hope him and Ryan Gosling are on the same page about what they're trying to do and what they're telling because I wouldn't want a tamed version of Ghost Rider either. They gonna make me go back to Nicolas Cage. That's just not gonna be good.
I do like Ryan Gosling as a pick though. I gotta say,
Solid
like
pick. Solid pick.
that's a really good pick.
And he came up to them. He was like, "Hey, Kevin, I got something for you," and then he dropped his nuts.
Well, Marvel's not really in the big position to beg right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, or like, I guess to demand or ask for things. Like, if a star comes in and says, "Hey, I want to do this," they're not gonna refuse them. There's not a long list of people waiting to be in a, in the, I guess big name actors. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of smaller actors that want to still be in a Marvel film, like super duper bad because it could propel them somewhere. But I don't think there's a lot of A-list actors that are knocking on the door of Marvel right now.
Yeah. Where did they go? Where did they go?
After seeing 4 and 5, Phase 4 and 5, I'm pretty sure they turned tail and they ran away. I'm pretty sure now that things are kind of getting on track, we're hopefully gonna get a little bit more. But as of right now, we're still trying to see if we're gonna be getting big name actors because I mean we have another casting that we're going to be talking about, who is, like I said, it's not a big name, but it's a good actor regardless, right? So let us know what you guys think. Sean Levy will be directing Ghost Rider. Ryan Gosling will be playing the Ghost Rider. We do not know which Ghost Rider he will be playing. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be getting a Robbie Reyes, or not Robbie Reyes. Is that his name? What's his
Yeah,
name? Robbie Reyes?
the
I'm
Mexican one. Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get a Robbie Reyes out of Ryan Gosling, right? That's just not gonna. I don't think that'll mesh well with a lot of people. But it is coming out in 2028, which is a crazy number to think about. No, okay.
Post
Moving
Secret
on.
Wars. Post Secret Wars. That's it.
We do have Spider-Man brand new day news and all that stuff, but the movie's out right now. I mean, at this point, we're gonna be going to watch it. We'll be having a review out for that. Doomsday had a few panels. We did find out that Haley Atwell will be in Avengers Doomsday as, you know, what was her character again? Okay, uh,
Oh,
I want to say
Carter.
Captain Britain, but what's her
Captain
name?
Carter. Sharon Carter. Yeah.
Sharon Carter, Captain Carter. Um, Captain Carter will be making some kind of uh debut. No, not live action debut because we've seen her in Multiverse of Madness. So we will be seeing her again in possibly Doomsday. Are we kind of excited about that?
It's fine. I don't. I'm not. I'm not excited, but if people are excited, I'm not gonna take that away from them.
Look, see, you're saying it too lightly, okay? Where's the Josh with the raw passion that he
No
had
one
when
wants to
we
see
saw
this
what
shit. No one
when we
wants to
saw
see
what
it.
you remember when we saw What If season 2 and they made What If season 2 all about her and you were like, "What the hell is happening?" That's what I need to see
We have
right
a
now
caked
because this
on.
could possibly happen with Doomsday.
We have a caked on fucking movie already. If she wants to add to the ingredients, that's fine. I mean, I don't know what she'll be doing, but she better not put up a fight against Doom. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm hearing.
Will we see her get cut in half yet again?
Probably not. I hope Doom has something specifically done for her. That's yeah.
Steve Rogers, I'm gonna save you for last. Let me fucking annihilate this one first. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I mean, it's good to know that she's still kind of around. Why? I'm not saying she needs her own movie, but like, if they like her this much, why not just invest in her own movie and make people like her?
Because no one's gonna watch that, bro.
Because nobody likes her.
People, people are gonna front and be like, "Oh yeah, she's cool, whatever," and I'm gonna be like, "No, she's not that cool, bro. They gifted her the powers of the goddamn multiverse for some reason, and then, yeah, no, there's no point."
We could get a multiversal grounded one, right? I'm pretty sure there's another one that doesn't get all those powers. She's just she's just Sharon Carter.
Yeah, no, bro. I think the only one that happens to is our one. She beats Steve. Steve goes in the ice. She dies in the second Captain America movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know, but I did. I mean, I just wanted to bring it up. I'm pretty sure we're not like super excited for, you know, her to be around, but it's cool to know that they're still keeping her around. Like she just kind of showed. They're like, "Hey, do you want to do a cameo again?" And she's just like, "Yeah, yeah." I mean, I guess we kind of know that she has to be in the movie because she's Peggy, right? So she's gonna have to be in, like, we're gonna see them together at one point. I just thought we are gonna see like an old Peggy. I didn't think we are gonna actually see like Captain Carter.
I just think, I think either way, it's all the same to her. So she'll probably like, yeah, I'll be in the movie, whether if I'm donning a shield or not. It's up to y'all to wait and see. Um, but yeah, no, I was expecting housewife Sharon, not Captain Carter.
Okay, okay. We did have all the cast show up. We did have, Captain America. We have his sidekick, the Falcon. We have Doctor Doom, Mr. Fantastic. Now, there's not really them on stage. It is Anthony Mackie, Danny Ramirez, Robert Downey Jr., and Pedro Pascal. But it is good to know that, they're really promoting it. We did hear about, like, I guess some fuss up in the background of this movie of, like, certain A-list actors kind of getting in the way. So, I mean, it's good to see that they're all on stage. Me personally, didn't hear a lot of like, crossover between them. So I mean, if this is all just business and they know how to keep you know, their egos in check on stage and just make everybody happy that they're there, that's cool. We got a little look at Ryan Reynolds in the Canadian suit, which kind of looks like the Deadpool 2 suit when it's all grayed out, right? But I mean, who knows if this is kind of like the look that we might see. There is rumors that he might be in Doomsday. Um, are, are we not going to see a red and black suit in Doomsday?
I don't know, man. I don't know. If the rumors are true, we might see him in the suit similar to that one.
Like this one right here? Because is this like a multiversal suit or is this just like a haha gag suit?
I think it's gonna be more of like oh yeah, we got to do some dark stuff, so let me get on my dark suit and then like yeah.
Got you. We do see Simu Liu. Oh, he's so happy to never get his sequel, and we're gonna talk about why he's never getting his sequel. We did get a new poster for Doom. Kind of goes hard. Kind of goes hard. Can't cap. It looks good. The armor looks
Yeah,
sick as fuck.
it looks fucking great.
Yeah. And then we get our final announcement. Our final big announcement, I would believe, is Black Panther 3 announcements. And we are getting a Black Panther 3. Uh, the director himself, Ryan Coogler, one of, in my opinion, one of the greatest directors out there. He is recasting T'Challa's son and aging him up for Black Panther 3. He announced it on stage. And who's going to be playing T'Challa's son will be David Johnson. He was in Alien Romulus and also in The Long Walk. Um, thought it was crazy to hear that this is going to be. I thought at one point, I thought we were going to get the guy from Sinners, the kid from Sinners that was going to basically do it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. He's probably going to, you know, kind of keep it in there. We'll probably see him again. So it's kind of good, cool that what do you call it, that we got David Johnson. We did hear rumors that it was between him at one point and Dams, Damson Idris, I
Right.
believe, if I'm not butchering his name. And it went to David Johnson. And if you believe the rumors out there, apparently there is rumors about this that Damson Idris is apparently, or he did date the ex girlfriend of Michael B. Jordan, and I guess that Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler are like obviously super tight, and so Ryan Coogler couldn't hire him. Whether those rumors are true or not, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just prefer to choose that this is probably the best acting choice for the role. But I think look wise, I would have given it to Damson Idris. We did kind of talk about that a little bit, but David Johnson, I'm pretty sure as soon as he gets built and get in that Black Panther shape, he's gonna look really good.
I'm pretty sure, no doubt. I like him as an actor. I mean, I know he was in The Long Walk, and I mean, I know him from Alien Romulus, so I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, like I said, we can't have the good without the bad. After this announcement, it kind of it kind of find out we kind of find out that Alien Romulus has been a little shelved here. We're not going to be getting an Alien Romulus film anytime soon, or Alien Romulus sequel. And that's just not because of his casting. We're gonna have to talk about another casting as well. But we do see Letitia Wright and Winston Duke up there on stage with him as well. Letitia Wright, I mean, I saw this picture and I was like, Marvel, and this is off Marvel's page too, and I was like, why'd you use this picture? She kind of looks a little salty in my opinion, but that
Right.
just I don't know. I like if I was just a Black Panther for one movie and I was really hated on, which the internet really did hate on her, and now it's just kind of like passing it on. I think I'd get a little bitter about it as well.
I mean, she's gonna be in Black. She's gonna be Black Panther in Doomsday and potentially Secret Wars. So what can she really be mad about? You know what I mean?
That is true. She basically has her go around already, right? Will those movies make us like her more? Hopefully. We'll have to wait and see with that one, but like I said, Alien Romulus has been kind of shelved, but not just because of this casting as well, because there is other rumors and also confirmed rumors. We'll go with the confirmed ones first. First things first, she's not an Alien Romulus, but it's been confirmed that Samara Weaving, the niece of Hugo Weaving, is going to be playing Emma Frost in Marvel's X-Men reboot. I can't believe it. Samara Weaving is gonna get the shot she finally fucking deserves. Now, granted, I like to keep it to myself as a little niche box in certain movies and whatnot. But I feel like this movie might propel her to like stardom and put her where like I believe she should have been for like years now. So hopefully this goes really well. But Josh, what do we think about Samara Weaving basically playing Emma Frost? And there was rumors that apparently Sydney Sweeney might have been in talks with this too. So
I think this is good. This is good casting. I have no issues with it. It just came out of left field for me because I would have never expected them to get someone with such a good acting range like this,
Hmm.
they're really pulling out all the stops for this X-Men movie. So
That's
that's
what
great.
I'm saying. Because let me be clear. I know I see some people out there saying Sydney Sweeney should get the job. But let me tell you something. Tits do not make up for acting.
Right. She's just gonna be Emma Frost with really big boobs. Like,
You guys just want to see frosted titties. I already know that.
right.
You guys are sick. Okay. I'd rather see a nice performance out of Emma Frost, which I mean, we did kind of get that in what was it? Was it First Class when we've seen her
Right.
last?
Yeah. First class.
Like we got a really good. I don't remember the actress that played her, but I really liked her in that film. So Samara Weaving kind of following that up. I have nothing but high hopes here. I'm super excited about this.
Me too.
Um, but like I said, that's basically all the confirmed castings, at least for what we got with on the Marvel side. Now let's get to the rumored castings. Now, our little counterpart over here, like we talked about before, Josh, um, X-Men is getting ramped up, right? We are getting to the point where the X-Men universe is going to start expanding after Secret Wars and Doomsday. So we've been kind of talking about these rumored castings and who is basically in the lead, who's basically being considered, yada yada yada. Well, apparently this is a rumored confirmation, but we haven't gotten an official confirmation just yet. But it like I said, it is very telling when they shelf a certain movie, Alien Romulus, when two of their main actors are basically being
Symbols.
confirmed to be swooped up. So first things first, apparently Kaylee Spaney, she was the other half of Alien Romulus, next to David Johnson, is apparently being casted as Rogue in the X-Men reboot, and we are getting confirmation that Charles Melton will be reportedly be playing Beast in the X-Men reboot. So this apparently this has happened, but we have not gotten hard confirmed casting. Maybe Marvel's gonna sprinkle them out. We're gonna see them in post credit scenes, kind of like what we saw with Wanda and Quicksilver at one point. So I don't know when this news is gonna break, but this is apparently set.
It's pretty good. I mean, I can get behind a younger cast at this point, so this is cool. This is nice. I
Yeah,
don't think I have any notes.
are you kind of upset that Marvel's kind of robbing your Alien franchise over here?
Low key, but if it's for good X Men, I guess I can get behind
One has to go, and Alien Romulus is the one. Well,
it.
we did lose the director, so we
Right,
got to think about that.
right,
The director was already gone, so David Johnson leaving is kind of like the next to go, and then Kaylee Spaney is kind of like, obviously that's gonna be a no-brainer. Marvel's gonna be the one to kind of shoot you up where you need to be. That's just assuming that, and we talked about this before because I already hear people, oh, I thought Doomsday was, Doomsday's the spot. Doomsday is the spot. We're only thinking about the future, and I can only think of how good these X-Men characters can be with these actors and actresses. So I'm rooting for Marvel, but Marvel is the master of their own fucking destiny here, man. So if they fucking fail, these castings right here can spoil for me really really quick. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I'm hoping that nothing but good things happen. But these are really good castings. Like if this is true, this is really good castings. And apparently Cooper Hoffman is apparently being eyed as Cyclops, and this is Cooper Hoffman. He is also, which is crazy, he's also the other half of David Johnson in The Long Walk. So he's apparently going to be, Cyclops in the MCU. He kind of dismissed the rumor, saying that he is a fan of the X-Men and he's never had these conversations. But the rumor has it that he's had conversations, just hasn't really signed the paperwork just yet.
He's just like, man, I gotta keep it down low until I sign that contract. Otherwise, they're not gonna pay me what I want. Or yeah,
That's
what I'm
basically it,
going.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't act all excited. Just be hyped that you want to be a part of it and try to see what kind of check you can get.
right. Which is gonna be good. I hope everything shapes out, and this is what our roster looks like. So we have our Emma Frost, which I mean, she's not really an X Men, so I don't think we're gonna count her. She's just gonna be
Mm-hmm.
in the movie. We have rumored Charles and Magneto casting. We have rumored Beast and Rogue casting. We have and like it's shaping up nice. This is shaping up nicely. This is gonna be a nice movie.
And I mean, spoilers, probably rumor for Brand New Day, but we've been talking about this for a while, and it's been kind of obvious, but not too obvious. They're trying to keep it under wraps, but I mean, by the time you guys hear this episode, you guys should have watched Brand New Day by now. If not, we apologize. But apparently, Jean Grey might be, you know, in the
Right.
movie. So we already got a Jean Grey with Sadie Sink. So.
If she ends up being Jean Grey, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Adam Driver potentially being in the X-Men universe as well. So it sounds like they're taking good care of this X-Men universe. I'm hoping that nothing but good things happen here and we get, solid castings because let's just be honest. In my opinion, I don't think the X-Men have missed with their castings at all.
Yeah, I don't think so
In
either.
the previous ones too. So that's just me.
No, I think young Nightcrawler.
Oh, what? You didn't like him?
No, I think to go from someone talented like what's his face in X2,
Alan Cummings.
and then what they did to to him in like the prequel era, I guess that I think that was kind of atrocious. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, maybe. Okay, all right. You're talking about the Dark Phoenix. I'm talking about First Class, Days of Future Past.
From Apocalypse to Phoenix.
Okay, it gets a little wonky between those ones. Okay, yeah, because even the Storm casting was kind of weird for me too. Okay, maybe you're right. Thank you for bringing me back to Earth. I was on an X-Men high, and you kind of you helped me out there. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, but this is all positive news for the X-Men franchise. We're gonna have to go ahead and start getting some bad news for the Marvel side here. And the bad news, first things first, Mahershala Ali has finally confirmed that he is moving on from Blade. He is done with it. He's moved on. He's done with questions because he was asked yet again about his Blade, and he says, "I've been doing this professionally for pushing 30 years now, and one thing I've learned is that what is for you, and what is not is not. And for whatever reason, that project is not for me. If they wanted to do it, we would have done it. So I have to move on, and I have moved on. Again, if Hugh had me under contract, they have billions of dollars. If they wanted to do the movie, we would have done the movie. So we're not doing the movie."
And that's point blank. Sounds like someone who's a little bitter, which I mean, rightfully so. How do you?
I mean, they fucking strung him along for how many years? When did they announce this back in 2019? It's 2026. We haven't made the Blade movie?
Yeah, basically up until Jurassic World came out, they were pushing along. So now to finally hear that it's dead, that's unfortunate.
That fucking sucks though. That fucking sucks. You had Mahershala Ali, fucking in the cut waiting for you. You did have him under contract. So I mean, I'm pretty sure he is kind of upset because if he was under contract, I mean, maybe there is a possibility that there was probably a couple projects he had to pass on in order to keep his schedule free in case Blade started rolling and stuff like that. So if he had to actively pass on projects waiting for Blade that never came around, I'd probably sue. I'm hoping Kevin Feige probably cut him a check and that's why he's probably not suing.
Right. I mean, kind of would be deserving, but I'm pretty sure they paid him out. I'm pretty sure they were like, "Look, man, we're sorry it couldn't happen. Here's a check," and then boom.
Oh, and now he's able to talk about it because Kevin Feige did speak about this being one of his bigger failures, right? Like literally a week and a half ago. So it's like it's kind of weird timing that this is coming up now, right? So it sounds like that kind of came out. He was kind of upset, and they were like, "Hey, man, talking about that." That interviewer asked me a really good question. We need to call Mahershala Ali right now. We got to make sure we forgot all about him. My bad. Let me go ahead and let's cut him a check real quick.
Yeah. Unfortunate. It's just unfortunate he couldn't get Blade off the ground. He would have been great, I'm sure.
How that couldn't have happened is beyond me. It's crazy. You had Ryan Coogler right there. He literally made Sinners. To be fair, though, I mean, we got to be honest, right? If that Blade movie came out, how good could it have actually have been? Especially considering the past two phases that we had seen. So maybe he dodged the bullet. Maybe this was like, this was something of a nice treat for him, you know?
I mean, I don't know, dude, because they were trying so hard to like work together and do everything, and I'm pretty sure it was Masha Ali who was pushing for the more serious stuff. Well, Kevin Feige was like, "Well, look, we can make them laugh with this or whatever." So, just clashing of the heads right there.
Yeah, yeah. And to hear that also that Kevin Feige basically produced Sinners with all their wardrobe too is kind of, what kind of Blade movie were they planning to make is my question.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Mia Goth was also supposed to be part of it. What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. Let us know what you guys think though. Marshall Ali is basically out as Blade. Who is our next Blade is the question. Who will be Blade? When will they bring Blade back? Will it only be Wesley Snipes? Will there only be one Blade?
Fortunately.
The world may never know. We'll have to wait and see. Let us know what you guys think. Moving on, though, Josh, last bat of Marvel news here, and that is Wonder Man not returning for season 2 at Disney Plus. Now, we kind of seen it coming. Kind of seen it coming. Not entirely, because I was like, okay, maybe Destin Daniel Cretton could possibly do both the show and possibly another Spider-Man movie. But Spider-Man Brand New Day is tracking to make 900 million in its opening weekend. Sony has already kidnapped Destin Daniel Cretton, put him in a warehouse right now, is making him sign paperwork, and they're going to put him to work for the next 2 Spider-Man movies just so they can keep up with the MCU and make sure that everybody loves Spider-Man for the next few years. And we don't get John Watts.
Let's just fucking hope. Let's just fucking hope that that's the case.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I know you said you got tickets. You're gonna be watching it, but I believe today or tomorrow.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
as of recording right now, I'm gonna see it today.
Today, right? And then at the time of recording, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. So I'm hoping we could probably do the review by this week. It's gonna be really nice. But Spider-Man Brand New Day is tracking to do really good. Wonder Man's not returning, and considering that Destin Daniel Cretton was the one who directed a few of those episodes, he's possibly the driving force for this show. Oh, and I don't think they're gonna officially announce this anytime soon, but Shang-Chi's not happening anymore. Shang-Chi 2? No.
Yeah,
If there's any Shang-Chi fans that are still out there, right, just hoping for the day, all 5 of you guys, he's not coming back. See me, Lou.
It'll be alright. He's getting his 15 minutes in Doomsday, so it's okay.
Instead of bringing Iron Fist, they could have just had him as like the 4th one, just kind of shoved them in there. No,
they don't do that kind of stuff no more.
That would have been funny. But yeah, Wonder Man. I mean, are we kind of upset about this, or are we okay with this, Josh? Or at least Wonder Man not coming back.
I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the first season, so this is fine. I have no issue with it, I guess.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed it. I liked it.
It's still there. You can go back and watch that.
No, but I wanted like a season 2.
Oh, you're not gonna get that.
Oh yeah, no. I know. I liked it, but I'm not like too sad about it. That's just the weird part, right? So did I really like it? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Wonder Man is not coming for season 2, so I guess that's a little bit of bad news that comes with Marvel. Unfortunately, we did have a casualty with another film that has to do with Marvel, in my opinion. But yeah, Alien Romulus 2 is also not happening. So that's not a Marvel film. It's just a casualty.
It's just taken from one side of the bench to another because they are technically on the same.
Yeah, it's still 20th Century Fox, so it is what it, or 20th Century. Sorry. Disney bought them a long time ago. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. No Wonder Man 2, no Blade movie, but we did get a pretty solid, X-Men roster, what it sounds like, right? So can't wait for Brand New Day as well, because that is something that, I'm excited for. And if Jean Grey is in there, and she is basically the pillar of what we're gonna see when it comes down to these other X-Men, because they're obviously casting around her. It's gonna be nice to see what direction, or at least get a little sneak peek on what direction they want their X-Men to kind of go.
Right.
So that'll be nice. But let us know what you guys think. Moving on, Josh, we do have DC stuff, and I'm gonna start us off here with a little bit of some behind the scenes, Supergirl pictures here that they took for the Supergirl movie. This is, they did some reshoots with David Cornsweet, and I just wanted to show you this so we can have a good time when we talk about DC, and not a terrible time. So I mean, how do we feel about Millie Alcock and David Cornsweet giving a little thumbs up here?
Yeah, it's fine. It's cute. It's a nice little picture. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What about this? Look, they're looking at, they have the same costumes, and they're looking at each other. Look at that, they're laughing. She has so much to say.
Right.
Look, he's blowing. I don't know why he's blowing. He's blowing something. Or whistling? Is he whistling? I don't know. She's just standing there laughing. Does this warm your heart a little bit before we start
Sure.
talking about DC news?
Yeah. A little bit, sure. I'm the goofball cousin, and she's the super serious one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just, I'm hoping it brings the mood up for what's coming next. So apparently we got some sources here talking about James Gunn and David Zaslav. Apparently they have some issues to talk about here. So David Zaslav wants to cut back on Man of Tomorrow's marketing budget, and let's talk about this as it's intended. This is a leaked source. This is possibly, take it with a grain of salt, real or fake. We're talking about it because I guess this is something that is worth. He is a reliable person. We'll have to wait and see. But apparently here, David Zaslav wants to cut back on Man of Tomorrow's marketing budget and to get a new VFX team to work on all future DC movies. He also is furious at the way James Gunn has been handling the DCU and wants the writer of Supergirl to be taken off the potential Wonder Woman film. He continues to say, in addition, James Gunn is firing back at Zaslav and demanding that Anna Noriega stay on and write Wonder Woman and his original promotion, and VFX team stay on, as Zaslav plans to fire Gunn's team members. Tensions are running high between both parties. And that kind of goes a little bit hand in hand with some of the news that he's been reporting that's been coming out this week. We're going to be talking about this as well, because it does seem that the trades are in talks here when it comes down to big projects, but not behind the scene things like this that he's reporting. And this is why I think there's a little validity here in what he's saying. But what do we at least think about this back and forth between David Zaslav, with other rumors saying that he has stated out loud his regret to even hire James Gunn as DC Studios head for this whole DCU tenure he's been doing this past 4 years. Obviously, Man of Tomorrow or Superman 2025 barely made any money. Supergirl flopped hard. Nobody really watched Creature Commandos. Peacemaker season 2 declined in viewership, and here we are with Man of Tomorrow. And faith is shaky. Josh, what do we think?
I think we're heading down that path, man. I think that's where we're at. God doesn't have the money for anything, and when he wants to do something a little bit ambitious, it seems like someone has to come and tell him, "Hey, man, stop it. We don't have money for that." And then he doesn't like that. So, I mean, I think we're heading down that path. It's
Well,
almost over.
let's talk about David Zaslav wanting to fire Gunn's marketing and VFX team.
Okay.
That's kind of specific, right? Am I wrong or am I right?
The same team that did Superman.
and
right?
Supergirl, right?
Mm,
Because
is
he
it the
brought
same
in his own
division?
team to fix Supergirl. Remember,
Oh
edit
yeah,
some of the Superman scenes, and then they made their own cut, their own side by side cut with Craig Gillespie's Supergirl, to basically choose which one was gonna be made. So, in a way, the interference of what happened with Craig Gillespie is kind of a poor decision on Gunn's part. So that could possibly be why he wants to remove the VFX team. Um, because like I said, that has to do with Gunn as well. And then the marketing budget will clearly. I didn't feel like Supergirl had as big of a marketing push as Superman. I know they were saying like it was supposed to be the same, but I don't know. Did you feel that? I didn't feel that.
mm, no, I didn't really feel it.
They used her feet.
That was like a last ditch ever. That was like the last promo they put out.
Hmm. And what
I think.
about?
Oh, sorry. What?
All right, no, go ahead.
I think firing the whole team hopefully means we get better CGI.
Hmm.
Or they really shit the bed by losing half their team, and whatever we got, whatever we were getting was their best, and now we're gonna get a lot more worse stuff. I'm not too sure.
That is true. I mean, we are in the middle of a merger. Zaslav still has to kind of steer the ship until that merger is finalized and, the keys are handed off. And, bad publicity, still bad publicity in the middle of a sale. And the fact that Supergirl is doing terribly. And we already know that when he saw or not Superman, but the Flash movie and all these other movies, he didn't give a shit about the VFX. You saw all those movies; they were bad. All those movies were bad CGI, and that was all under, you know, first of all, that was all under James Gunn, and then that was all under David Zaslav because David Zaslav refused to want to put more money into these movies because he knew they were duds. So is he watching Man of Tomorrow and he's like, dog, you're not improving shit. Like you're not like this is another movie that we're seeing that is not any better than the last ones, and I mean, hearing the online chatter, it sounds like he's doing this out of like, oh my god, I gave the keys away and now there's regret. You know what I mean?
Right. He's just like, oof, maybe he wasn't the right person. And I mean, with the way things are moving at DC, I immediately would have been like, he's definitely not the right person.
And how are we having like good faith conversations? Because I mean, kind of moving it to the whole next point here, but like James Gunn still fighting to have Anna Noriega write Wonder Woman after we seen what happened with Supergirl and what the way that she kind of spoke about her lack of knowledge of the source material. It,
They're on the same boat,
if I
bro.
if I was on well, that's what I'm saying. If I was on Zaslav's side, right, and I'm telling you, man, your shit's not getting any better. Look what happened with Supergirl, and James Gunn is just like, but she's gonna do better with Wonder Woman. Like she needs to stay here. Isn't that like if I was Zaslav, I would just be like, dude, I just want to shake your fucking head. Like, why don't you get? She shit the bed one movie. That's all you need. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, I mean, if she's already knee deep in that script or whatever, and if James Gunn is still trying to save his job, because like I said, we're going to talk about a couple of these reports right here about like a couple of series that he's trying to get off the ground before his time is over. But it sounds like something is stopping him, right? And I'm assuming this what David Zaslav is doing right now. But what do you think about him trying to fight for this writer that basically did shit the bed with Supergirl?
Um, man, if they don't want to hang on to a sinking ship, bro, that's fine. I think at this point they got to start counting their losses, which is I mean quite a bit of them. So let's. I don't really have much else. I didn't think we'd get here so fast.
Yeah, that's one of my big things because we did say now, Josh, it's one of those things, right, where you're like, man, I did ask for this, but I didn't think I was gonna get this far. Like a little part of you was like, man, maybe James Gunn pulls it out his ass, and that should worry me a little bit, right? But to be honest, even when we talked about it in the early days, we literally said multiple times, We don't think he has another gear. We don't think he's going to produce anything different. We'll hope for the best because it is DC, but we never thought he was going to move mountains with his DCU. You know what I mean? We always thought it was going to just be more James Gunn shit and people were going to eat it up for a little bit and then move on. Which that's basically what happened. And I think we're on the money with everything. Creature Commandos came out, people were hyped. People watched it. They were like, "Oh yeah, this is something different." Okay, DCU is on. It's on its way. Superman came out. It's kind of split though. People were like, "Hey, this is James Gunn shit." Other people were like, "Yeah, this is James Gunn shit. We don't want that all the time, but it's a cool little movie. All right, we can accept it." I even said it too. It's a cool little movie. It ain't too bad. You know what I mean? You can move on from that. Supergirl comes around. Is no longer a cool little movie. It's no longer anything. And we could have passed it off like, oh, this is Craig Giuseppe and everything like that. Like this is him. But then rumors came out saying that this was James Gunn's hand himself. So people are getting sick of his formula really quick. And now here we are. The ship is sinking. Gunn is trying to plug the holes in here and there. Zaslav is telling him, man, you need to fucking lock the fuck in. And James Gunn's just kind of coasting by, like, you extended my contract. I'm good. I have a little bit of time here. I'm fighting for what I need to fight for. One thing that we've been talking about multiple times, as you know, on and off, as like the DCU was kind of going, was the Booster Gold series, right? This was something that at one point it was moving forward, everything was happening, um, but the creator himself, after Mashal Ali basically said his peace out from he said his peace out from the Blade movie. He basically just retweeted that with his own tweet saying like there's nothing more I can add. And yeah, the Booster Gold series is not happening. That's basically what he put out on Twitter. The creator David Jenkins, right? David Jenkins said that tweet. Later on down the road, Deadline puts out a whole update saying that the Booster Gold series is still moving forward with an entirely new creative team. And then obviously the source here says that you know why the team thing is bullshit, because David Jenkins was the one who had to break the story that he was no longer attached to the project. James Gunn's never said anything, which makes DC fans ask the question, what other projects are endangered behind the scenes? See, Booster Gold, the creator himself said that he's not doing it no more. But apparently Booster Gold is still going to happen. Same with the Jimmy Olsen series. Obviously, we talked about this before as well. But the Jimmy Olsen series, right here.
What's up, Jimmy?
Jesus.
So
We got the
stupid.
we got the Jimmy Olsen series that is supposed to be in the works as well. But that one's taking more priority than a Booster Gold series. Apparently, according to this source as well, that James Gunn has a source at the Wrap, which is putting out this information saying that a new team is basically going to develop Booster Gold. Look, I don't know how much this stuff is true. So, like I said, grain of salt, grain of salt, grain of salt. But this has to be a sinking ship that is trying to be kept afloat, and you're just throwing stuff at the wall hoping that it sticks. Jimmy Olsen series, Booster Gold was never this big of a conversation. Now all of a sudden that, this whole stuff about David Zaslav trying to cut your VFX and everything like that comes out as a rumor. Now this whole Booster Gold stuff, like, what's happening here?
The universe is failing and falling apart is what's happening here. It's not. I don't think it's like too heavy news because we saw it coming. I mean, yeah, no. If he wants to focus on his B-listers, C-listers, D-listers, whichever tier you want to call these characters, that's on him. But he can't be surprised when it's like, oh, where's all the money? And it's just like, it was never going to be there because you're telling stories about characters no one gives a fuck about, unfortunately.
Where's our Batman? Where's our Wonder Woman?
Where's it? You can make a stab at another Flash. You could do another Shazam. I think it's probably time for another Shazam. But, like, he doesn't want that stuff.
He wants all these obscure characters that he could just do whatever with.
Yeah.
And Look, the general audience is not eating it up. Nobody cares about these movies. They fucking suck to them. And here we are, still doing this kind of stuff. And I know he's still actively online because a couple days ago as well, DC Film News posted a roster of what they believe has been rumored castings for Man of Tomorrow, which obviously Cornsweat's going to be there. We did hear from Peter Safran himself saying Millie Alcock was going to be there. Adriana Arjona is possibly Wonder Woman, maybe Wanda Maxima, or what's her name? Maximum or whatever.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Brainiac is supposed to be in that film. Mr. Terrific, uh, Blue Beetle, all these cast members, and James Gunn just goes out and says maybe half of those have been officially confirmed. So he is online, he is seeing the chatter. He chooses to comment on a rumored poster board, but doesn't speak on any of the Booster Gold stuff.
Yeah, well, apparently, man, he has other priorities, and Booster Gold just isn't one of them. I mean, like I said, I don't care.
So
He
if
can lose all
dominoes
his
fall,
team. He can lose all
hold
his
on.
people.
I got it. I think I understand here. Because David Jenkins basically followed up Marshall Ali's statement and said, I couldn't say it any other way. And he's basically, in my opinion, basically implying that he walked away from the project. They didn't want to make the project. They didn't want to make it a priority, so he said, I'm not going to do it. In the middle of all that, Zaslav is yelling at this man saying, hey, what the fuck is going on with my universe, right? He's trying to fight back. He's greenlighting stuff in the middle of the arguments, right? Saying, okay, we're going to do the Jimmy Olsen show. We're going to do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
He's getting fired.
Oh yeah.
He's getting fired, and he's trying to do whatever he can, like I said. And I said this before, and this is going to be one of the most epic, disgusting firings that's going to ever go down in history if it goes down this way. And James Gunn doesn't look anything above doing this, and I talked about it last time. He's greenlighting stuff to basically hold on to the reins just that much longer. He will delay these projects. It will take a second for them to come out, but it's not like what Walter Hamada did where he wanted to bow out and just leave after things got hot. He just said, hey, you know what? This is not for me. I'm fucking gone. And he moved on to different pastures or whatever, right? Fine. Regardless of what he did behind the scenes and everything like that, whatever. When the time was getting at its end, he said, I'm gone. I'm putting out my last movie. I'm gone. James Gunn is going the opposite route by saying, hey, I'm going to hold on to this because the money flow is going to keep me going for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that's sad to me, bro. That shit's crazy.
It's mad depressing.
That's a little depressing.
What can you do? He did it to himself. He thought he could do it. No one thought he was a one-trick pony, whatever, but he is, unfortunately. And this is what they got to live with for now.
And this is all rumors. This is all, take it with a grain of salt. Like what Zaslav and him could totally have a grand old time losing money. They could love losing money. They could be like, hey man, make another movie where I'm just gonna lose so much fucking money. That could possibly happen for sure. I don't know. But what I do know is that Blue Beetle is apparently gonna be in Man of Tomorrow. Why he's gonna be there, I don't know. David Cornsweat's gonna be there. Why he's gonna be there, I don't know. There's a rumor that the bunny's gonna be in there. Why she's gonna be there? I don't know. We have all these castings that this is basically gonna be like the big culmination of everything, and we're only like 3 movies deep.
Right.
Supergirl, Cornsweat, Nicholas Hoult, the Justice Gang is gonna be there. We might see Jon Stewart. I mean, who else?
Blue Beetle, maybe. I don't know, dude. This is a mess. This isn't even like a fucking, oh yeah, I'm excited to do it. Like how Marvel can get you hyped with a single fucking announcement, and here they announce something and then cancel it a month later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, don't give Marvel that much praises. We literally just talked about a project that was made or announced in 2019 that could have been made multiple times. I mean, we that's not even bringing up Armored Wars and whatnot. So, I mean, Marvel's not out of this yet, but they have a more successful time than what
They
James Gunn
green
is
light
doing.
and do more things than James Gunn does. So
Well, yeah, because I mean, if we talk about it, his, I mean, at this point, we already said that his announcement video aged like milk. No, dude, that shit's aging like
cheese.
bananas, like cheese, like avocado left outside overnight.
It's fucking stinky.
Like I don't know. Like it's aging worse than milk. Like milk has a little bit of time before it fucking starts to curd and shit. But like this stuff is like I blinked and his universe is at the end already. What the hell? We're already at like we're already talking about the end. And I mean, you could talk about the DCU or Zack Snyder's run all you want. He created such a successful foundation. They were able to drag that out for multiple years. That's just
Right.
that's the way that I see it. He made such a successful foundation that you dragged it on for years to come and then just bled out that foundation. Obviously, it was such a decent foundation that it was going to last for a little bit, but it wasn't going to last forever. And it just leaked and boom, there it goes. The DCU has nothing to lean on. You have nothing to juice.
Right.
Okay?
What can you do, man? It's his fault. It's his fault.
It's like it's just not a good look. It sucks. But you know what? James Gunn, he probably deserves this at this point. I had high hopes, and the big middle finger he was giving to everybody being online chronically, and now all of a sudden that it's bad news all over the. Because when it was good news, he was online like a motherfucker. Let me tell you, it wasn't until those bad news started rolling out that he started stopping that roll. So he started slowing it down. No, 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 and now all of a sudden, you're only commenting on what people could possibly the people's imagination. What you're shitting on is people's imagination on who might be in this movie, their expectations of who might be in this movie, instead of addressing the fact that we have a creator leaving your Booster Gold series, and then THR basically and the Rap basically coming out saying that no, we're still making said series. Why wouldn't you come out and say, yeah, the series is still gonna happen, James? Make it make sense, bro. You can't do this, man. You can't do it like this. It's weird. It's weird. But let us know what you guys think. James Gunn is out, possibly. This might be the end here. We did talk about his contract being up by the end of 2026, early 2027. So we will not be seeing him around much longer. I'm kind of certain about that. We'll see Man of Tomorrow. If he's able to get this Jimmy Olsen and this Booster Gold show off the ground and is able to stick around for a little bit longer, Zazoff failed himself
Yeah,
again.
yeah. The DC's in shambles right now. So
Yeah. So if you're letting him still get these shows off the ground and Zazoff can't put a stop to it for whatever reason, I it's weird. So it is what it is. Let us know what you think though. Moving on. Paramount is in weird situations here. So obviously they have been in the legal trouble. Paramount is trying to get the judges to rule on their side, obviously, and they're gonna take it all the way to the Supreme Court to do so. And because of that, though, they're looking to try to get a trial going as early as the start of November. Sorry, brain fart. They want to get things done as early as the start of November, while the WGA and the state's attorney generals want to get things started around April 2027. That's about what? December, January. That's about 5 months apart. And that's a no go for Paramount. Okay, that's a no go for Paramount. Paramount wants this trial to start as soon as possible because of this merger. They're going to be paying Warner Brothers about approximately 9.8, I believe, $1 million every single day until basically this transaction goes through. And this is all part of the inner workings of like the little deal that they were supposed to be doing. Sorry, I said that wrong number. 7 million for every day that the transaction does not close, and that's post September 30th. So they are basically in some weird pickle, right? After September 30th, they have to pay 7 million every single day to Warner Brothers until the deal closes. They want this deal to they want the judges to look at this by November. They want to postpone that all the way up until April. Paramount's in a weird situation. That is going to be a lot of money to spend on a daily basis just to get a deal to close. I mean, is there any world where Paramount says no, we're not doing this anymore?
I think basically after everything's said and done, maybe after shit's been swatted, they're just like, all right, well, we gave it our best shot. Good luck, and they still have to pay him out.
Yeah, they would still have to pay that breakup fee,
Yeah,
that breakup fee.
I think it's like
Yeah.
400 million or something like that.
Mhm. Mhm. I just want to kind of so that'll be September after September 30th. So they literally don't want to pay anything, right? So obviously after September, November rolls around. November is basically nothing in between. They want somewhere in between November. They have to wait to April. That's all the way. That's 6 months. That's 6 months. I want to do a little bit of. I'm just gonna do some weird math here. A 7 mil. Let's just say 6 months. That's half a year. What's half of 365?
365, isn't that like two
182.
something? No,
It's
yeah, one
182.
one something. I'm bad at math.
That'd be that'd be a billion. That'd be over $1 billion. They'd be paying over $1 billion just so they can keep the transaction going if they
Yeah,
have to wait all the way till
on
April.
top of
And I'm assuming that's what the state's plan is to do, is to basically wane their money down until the point where they say we don't want to do this deal anymore because we just can't hold on anymore and then break up.
it that or I mean, even if Paramount does have the money, if they don't do it before somebody, um, some judge that they're looking for to be in favor of gets in that chair, it's out.
Hmm.
It's out. They're done. It's out.
Yeah, I
And then
mean,
I think at that point, like worst case scenario, Ellison and them are out. They vote them out. They're gone.
if they can't close the deal.
Yeah, I think if the shit don't get moving and all that, they're off. They're off the board. They are done because
Well, that's why, and
they made
that's
those
what.
false promises to the board about shares and all that stuff, thinking that they'd get it, but no. Yeah, I
Well,
think they're out.
I mean, that's what they were saying though. Paramount. That's what Paramount says by the end of September 30th, they should have more than sufficient time to get everything that they need together to basically present a case or whatever, right? And you know, th- I think it's slimy for. I understand that they don't want this to go through, like the WGA, and I know the attorney generals. They don't want this to go through because the states don't want it to go through. But it's like it's even worse that instead of just presenting evidence and facts, whether or not this is good or bad for whatever their side is, they go into this stonewalling tactic where they just want to bleed out the money until they say we can't do this no more. That's not, in my opinion, that's not good business. That's slimy business. Instead of just presenting your facts because they know they're gonna lose, in my opinion. I don't see a downside to this merger. I guess maybe I could be misinformed or whatever. Maybe somebody who knows a little bit more. But from what I see, the most that is probably bad is some people are gonna lose their jobs. I mean, when two companies merge, that's basically what happens. I mean, you can't hate progress and innovation when you have to take a couple steps back to fix certain things and then move it forward from that point on. So I mean, that's the only downside. But other than that, I'm just like, that, to me, we could get this done a lot sooner, get the merger finalized, and then move forward. So it just depends on what the judges say at this point. But for them to use that tactic for me is kind of, I that's bad for me. That tells me you don't have a good argument.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure their whole thing is just that it'll monopolize the thing, and it'll put out actors and all that stuff. So they're looking out for the people. They're looking out for the people.
Yeah, when it comes to deals this big, I don't think they care about the people. I think they care about other things. But
I
that's
don't
fine.
know, man.
It
If
is
there's
kind of weird because we do have this going on, and like I said, this is more of a legal matter, and obviously at this point it's getting to become a political matter, and we don't do those things. But we will be following this all the way up until it gets to that court to see if it does get through. Hopefully it gets through sooner than later. If they can meet somewhere in the middle, and maybe Paramount just pays maybe like a month's worth of money, and they get it done by not November but December. Well, no, not December, because that's when everybody's on holiday. Probably by like January or something, February. That sounds better than all the way in April, but that still sounds a lot worse than just doing it in November. So yeah. But let us know what you guys think. Moving on, Josh. But internally, Paramount and Warner Brothers are fighting. They are at each other's necks for a new Freddy film, Nightmare on Elm Street. We did talk about this before, where Paramount is looking to Paramount is looking to make a film with the Wes Craven estate to basically put out a one for one remake, or at least the original script of what Wes Craven wanted. Now, Warner Brothers though, this is the weird part about this is the weird part about this merger that's happening right now. Okay, so Paramount wants to do this movie, since they are technically going to be owning those rights. They know that they are able to start making this movie and start producing what they want to do. Legally, though, and this is something that basically happened with Friday the 13th as well, is that New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers have the international rights. Wes Craven Estate only have the domestic rights to the film. You need both to make a whole and to make a movie and make it flourish and do what you want to do. Now we have details about what they both are trying to do. So over on the Warner Brothers side, Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca want to make a film that is not a one for one remake, but is directed by Lee Cronin and is basically an original take on the film. Where Paramount wants to go with Wes Craven's blessing, or at least the estate's blessing, to make a original movie of Friday the or Nightmare on Elm Street, but it will be basically a one for one shot of the original, which, if you remember, I think we basically got that back in 2010. So it's really up to them too on what's going to happen. But what it sounds like to me is that they're fighting for international, one's domestic. Paramount basically wants to start making this film, so when they merge together, they can put this film out as their own. They're making their own separate competing cuts because the merger has not gone through.
Yeah, and I mean, Lee Cronin certainly a
I,
choice. I don't know if you saw his Mummy movie.
Not yet,
Yeah,
but
no, I mean I wouldn't waste time, but I did watch it. It's all, I guess safe pick for a horror movie. I want to see Lee Cronin's Nightmare on Elm Street versus Lee Cronin versus a regular one for one shot of the same film when you could just, I don't know, remaster it or something like that. I think I'd just watch the original at that point.
it sounds like they both have something that they both want, right? Not just international and domestic rights wise, but just as an original idea wise, right? Like, one side has the blessing from the Wes Craven estate to use certain elements from the original draft that Wes Craven made for Nightmare on Elm Street. That sounds amazing to pair it with a new director and a new vision that they can add and pump a little juice to that script and do something different. Now, like I said, I haven't seen Lee Cronin's stuff, from what I heard about that Mummy movie, it's not all butterflies and rainbows. So maybe I don't go with that choice. So, it's kind of weird. Did it make money in the box office though?
I have no idea.
I mean, 90 million on a 22 million dollar production budget. I guess it wasn't too shabby.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best thing. I guess it would warrant a sequel if they really wanted to make a sequel. It did better internationally than it did domestically. So that says why they want him for that international release because it did make a lot of money overseas compared to what it did here at home. So that makes sense on why they want him for that. But was the movie good though? Well, it was good for the people overseas. But I mean, if it, the I think the better telling has to be here in the domestic, right? Because if it makes really good money domestically, that says, hey, people at home really like it, and then if it makes money internationally, that means, hey, coupled together, that's really good. But you shouldn't just make it for international purposes. If you got people at home, it sounds like we need to merge those ideas together, but they're still separate, so they're fighting.
Right. Right. And like, yeah. Unfortunate because who wants to see two Nightmare on Elm Street movies? That sounds exhausting. I mean, I know there's like two Christmas Carol movies also being made. That sounds exhausting. Why can't we just agree on a simple vision?
Because everybody wants their money. But I do think it's weird that Paramount and Warner Brothers are still obviously. It sounds like there is going to be some tension behind the scenes as well. There might be some people that are against this merger altogether. Is Mike and Pam DeLuca against the merger? Probably, if they're gonna go against the wishes of their new leaders, especially when they haven't merged. If they're like, that's just my thinking. If you're over here trying to do the best that you can, obviously you got to do the best that you can. But I mean, if you know that you're gonna be moving on to new pastures, you gotta kind of work together a little bit still, right?
Right.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird though. This is funny. I want a new Nightmare on Elm Street, but like I said, we already got that 1-to-1 remake back in 2010. Even though we did, I know some people did not like Homeboy's acting as Freddy Krueger. I personally liked him.
Yeah. Rorschach.
Yeah, Rorschach, but like that was the one for one for the most part, or at least in the beginning, and then it kind of changes up towards the end. Whether you like that or not, I mean that's up to you. But it, I think we obviously got to move on from one for one reimaginings. We got to like breathe fresh air into these franchises, especially like I said, Freddy Krueger, kind of an older franchise. Friday the 13th, older franchise. Like all these older ones, either get with the times or go to a TV show like Chucky and them.
Oh man. Uh, Friday the Friday the 13th. His ass. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting that. Scream was a TV show at one point too. They were able to, you know, come back. So everybody gets a chance to come back, but once you shit the bed twice, which I think they did with Scream 7, I don't know.
You're kind of just like, oh no, no.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Reluctantly calling them back.
Yeah, yeah. But let us know what you guys think. Paramount, Warner Brothers, they're at each other's throats, even though they should be working together. Make it make sense. Let us know what you guys think. Moving on though, Josh, Mattel is pissed. Okay, Mattel wants a Barbie sequel, and apparently Warner Brothers is stalling that sequel from coming. And the studio has until December to make a deal with the principal talent, which is Greta Gerwig. Obviously, that's Ryan Gosling, and that would also be Margot Robbie. They basically want that Barbie movie, basically director, casting, all that um by December, or they will revert the rights back to Mattel. Saying that the studio has been negotiating with principal talent for months, offering them a share of the profits if the film reaches certain box office milestones. The outlet also claims that Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav declined to approve the proposal deal because he believed it was, quote unquote too generous. The Times went on to report that a Warner Brothers spokesperson disputed that the characterization, saying that the talent representatives declined an offer made in May and have not yet submitted a counteroffer. Uh, it says we have the rights deal with Mattel in place and have made a series of big offers to try to finalize deals to make the next Barbie film. Studio co-chairs Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca said in a statement. Unfortunately, we have been unable to reach an agreement thus far.
Damn. So no Barbie 2 maybe?
No Barbie 2, at least under Warner Brothers. So Mattel is saying, "Hey, we got we got things locked in. We want this movie made. Obviously, we already talked about this. They're going all in on the filming business. Mattel also has Vin Diesel writing a fucking Rock'em Sock'em Robot movie where he's basically wrapping his children up in that shit, which is insane to me for a photo op. We do have our first trailer for Matchbox, which is a Mattel movie that's going to be releasing on Apple TV. We're going to be watching that in a second. So Mattel is very much into the movie business as we speak. They really want their next big hit. Obviously, Barbie got them salivating at the teeth. That box office money is really good. And they said, hey, we've been waiting for something to happen. December is going to roll around and those rights might revert back. And if Zaslav is the one who's stopping all this and saying that, all the proposed deals to Greta Gerwig and the actors and all that stuff to basically get them back is too generous, that means that he's not looking to pay that much money on a sequel and not that much money on the cast and crew and everybody to basically bring them back. And so that kind of tells me that Barbie 2 probably is not going to happen under David Zaslav's watch.
I mean, after the success of the first one, and I mean, to be fair, it kind of sounded like they wouldn't return anyway. Everybody, it sounded like Margot Robbie, and that made it sound like they weren't coming back. Like we were gonna get a Grease 2 situation where like it's all taking place in the same place, but our leads are just not there.
We talked about this before, but money talks, right? And I think if they wanted to bring them back, and after the success of the first Barbie movie, if they didn't even have a second movie inked into the deal, so they basically have to come back to the talking table. And Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie, at least Ryan Gosling is a big name at this point, right? I haven't seen Margot Robbie in a lot of things as of lately. But she was a big driving force for the first Barbie movie. So I mean, to bring them back after, like I said, and you didn't even ink out that deal, they're gonna ask for more money. They're gonna want more money. It's just the nature of it. And if Mattel's like, well, we want them back so bad, we're offering them a part of the film, and Zaslav's like, what the fuck? You're offering them a part of the film? No. That's Zaslav getting in the way.
Right. Maybe he wants it to go back to Mattel? No Greta Gerwig?
I think he wants to pocket all the money. I think Mattel is being generous, and he's like, well, no, as a box office person that I am, and obviously I know what we need, and we need more money over here on this side. I think he wants more money to go on their side, and they want to just pay the actors their salary like they're supposed to, and then get all the money back from the film, because obviously the first one did so well. I mean, you saw the money that it made, so it's like if you're giving a slice of the pie to the actors, whatever money comes in at the top, they're giving it to Mattel, they're giving it to the actors, they're giving it to the movie theaters. Zaslav's gonna get some, but it's not gonna be as big as it would have been.
Right. Not $1 billion worthy Oppenheimer money, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they don't make it, they can just give it back to Mattel, and then I'm sure they'll find another distributor. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
What if they? Oh well. Oh no, I was gonna say, what if they just go to Universal and then Universal hires the same actors and stuff like that? But then I feel like Warner Brothers would sue them, right? That'd be like a lawsuit or something, right?
I'm pretty sure.
To continue the franchise under a different thing.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, we're doing Bratz, not Barbie. We're
or
doing Bratz.
Or you know what? I just thought about this too. I mean, this could possibly be Zaslav's thing too. Maybe he thought that the merger deal was supposed to go in by November, and then Paramount can decide whether or not they want to give all that money up to them.
Heads or tails, man. Corporate greed. That's all it is.
Yeah. So he was just I mean that could be another possibility. He just wanted to pass the problem to Paramount and let them deal with it. And you know, because he's probably on his way out, he's just like, hey man, I'm chilling, I already got what I need and I'm good, you know. Even though he's still kind of like dumping his stocks and shit like that, he's trying to get all his money out right now. So rich people do what rich people do. Oh, we love to see it. Yeah, Barbie sequel possibly not gonna happen with Warner Brothers. It just depends if it does come down. Mattel says they made an offer, Zaslav saying no, and Pam DeLuca or Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi are saying that they reached out but have yet to have any word. It sounds like communication problems are lacking over there at Warner Brothers. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but you know, don't hold your breath on another Margot Robbie Barbie.
Yeah, no.
Moving on though, Josh, like I said, Mattel is in all the box office. They want everything. They want all the money. Apparently Matchbox will be having a small theatrical window before it's completely exclusive to Apple Apple Movie, Apple TV. You have that. I know that you're going to be a fan of this movie because John Cena is the lead actor for this Matchbox film. I don't know who's directing it. Give me a second. Let me see. And Jessica Biel's in this movie too. Excited for that?
No, I don't really care about John Cena like that.
Yeah, I don't know who's directing it. Maybe you could look that up for me while this trailer plays. But let's jump right in and see what this movie's about.
Sean Walker. It's been a long time since we played Matchbox cars together.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, Sean. What the hell have you been up to?
It's a bit of a longer story.
You look big.
Yeah. To rekindling old friendships.
Cheers. So where's home?
You know, I don't stay in one place for long.
International playboy. I feel you.
Oh,
Hello, shot.
Everybody listen. We're all gonna wake up someplace different.
What?
Is everybody okay?
Are we on a plane?
Where's the nuclear warhead, Walker?
Or start tossing your friends out.
What? So wait, Sean's a spy?
let's jump to conclusions, okay?
We don't know if he's a good guy.
That guy said he was gonna throw us out of a plane. Only bad guys say that. What do you need, buddy?
Need to throw these guys off the plane. A nuclear warhead went missing. The CIA thinks it was me or us.
Get in the chopper, Sean.
Yeah, unfortunately, the timing of all this looks really bad for you guys.
Oh, God.
I got a plan.
We need to re-steal the bomb so we can get our lives back.
Ah, great. I was thinking it was gonna be something hard. What was that?
It's like a crunchy sound.
Yeah, it's like bodies.
You think they're okay?
Probably not.
Clean it up.
Won't be a problem.
Treat him like a human teabag.
I can't do what I do and drag the Matchbox gang around with me.
We had a friend.
Oh, my God.
Take what you need.
I work alone.
Not anymore.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, baby.
Move out the way!
Remember when we were kids and we used the Matchbox tow truck as a ramp? Hey, when we tell this story, you leave this part out, okay? Okay, and I never dropped the gun. Deal. Yep.
that was a lot of heavy lifting to try to do a Matchbox movie. I understand what the Matchbox cars were back then, and yeah, they were like Hot Wheels of of the, I want to say, the 80s or whatever, or the 70s. So it's like, I get it, I understand, but they just all of a sudden just know how to. They just, I don't know, they just kind of. It seemed like they could have went a wholesome route with this, but instead they went big
This
explosion
is just
obstacles.
wannabe Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Like John Cena killed himself in the main timeline, and he realived himself as a spinoff.
Yeah. It says here it's directed by Sam Hargrave.
No fucking way.
That's what it says.
He didn't want to put his name anywhere on this movie.
I'm trying to look somewhere else. Let me see. The IMBD. Here we go. No, yeah, Sam Hargrave.
Oh wow. Oh
So,
wow.
Saving Grace. It might be good.
I mean, action-wise, it might be good, but I mean, story-wise, I don't. This trailer did a lot of heavy lifting, and I mean, when a trailer has to do that, that means that this plot's probably gonna be so overstuffed just so they can try to convince you that this is like the kids and this was their, this whole thing of like, you know, like it's kind of like that Need for Speed movie. Like I understand, like there always has to be a history, right? Like there's always has to be a reason to get them back together. Same thing with like that whole Kevin Hart, John Cena movie or whatever. Like we get those movies, right? You're gonna have to convince me that all these normal people are just gonna like be along for the ride when it comes down to CIA stuff and all that stuff. Like if it was one person, that makes sense. You're taking the whole gang with you, and they're supposed. Oh, we're gonna hit this ramp car. Remember when we used to do that as kids? I've never said that one day in my life. Like, I was like, I've never said that one day in my life. I don't know.
You're funny. But yeah, man, I don't know. This is just another. This just feels like a Fast and Furious ripoff. That's it. That's all. Ain't nothing too crazy about it. John Cena died and got resurrected in Matchbox.
You'd love to see it.
No.
You'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Hargrave is kind of a nice thing, but I know you're not a John Cena fan, so I mean, I wonder how that's gonna work out for you.
It might just soar under my radar. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see, but check out the movie, Matchbox the movie. It's gonna come out September 9th?
Yeah.
October 9th.
October.
Let us know what you guys think. Moving on, Josh, we need to talk about this, all right? Because we do have this trailer. We have the trailer for Children of Blood and Bone, and if you remember, we spoke about this. We spoke about this. The author had walked away from said movie, middle of filming, because of some very bad things that happened on set. That is very much still undisclosed. I don't know. I did pull up this video of her because she did pull up basically online to basically say her side. I'm gonna save you this because again, she does not say what the issue is. She does not repeat herself. But one thing that I can say is that she does look distraught and she does look disturbed throughout the whole video. She says that it's not the cast and crew that pissed her off, but the higher ups. But we did see, that she put the cast and crew on blast. So I'm like, what's really happening here? She is very much cryptic in this video. She doesn't really say too much. Again, she just kind of says, that a lot of stuff was happening. She had to walk away. She looks like she's, like I said, like having issues looking exactly at the camera because she just is hurt by everything. I don't know. I don't know if you heard or watched this video on your own. I mean,
I heard about the incident. I didn't know there was a video. I heard about what happened, which is like a little crazy, a little fucked up. They hijacked her whole shit basically.
Where'd you get that from? Who said that?
I think I saw THR Hollywood Reporter.
Mm-hmm.
She went to them to the studio to make it and stuff, and then the activists, the usual activists of the film or whatever, basically hijacked it and like started doing and switching things up, and she was like, "Well, this is no longer my story, my book. I'm out."
Let me see. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So, oh, but this is what she said in the video. This is all what she said in the video, that she
Oh yeah.
left in tears. Yeah. Yeah, I watched the whole video. They're just recapping what happened in the video. But yeah, that she was just that they hijacked it. Yeah, that's what she was saying as well. But okay, so like I said, maybe I'll let you watch this on your own if you feel like watching it on your own. But I'm just gonna give you the cliff notes because, like I said, what it sounds like to me, and remember, this is all an interpretation. But you know me, I'm pretty good at kind of giving you the side, right? What it sounds like to me is that she wrote the book and the higher ups looked at the movie and said certain things needed to be changed, possibly to appeal to a wider audience, possibly to fix certain things because, maybe it just didn't translate well from the book to the screen. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why, producers and higher ups, when it comes down to making a movie, dip their finger into authors' books. It happened with J.K. Rowling. It happened when that whole era back in like 2008 through like 2015 when that whole book era was happening. You had a lot of authors that would come out and say, "Hey, like this movie's not exactly a one for one of this book." A lot of people would come out of the theater and be like, "Hey, there's a lot of things missing from this movie. Go read the book. It's better, whatever." Things have been taken out always just so they can make sure that it fits for a movie because again, a book format is obviously not the same as a movie format. A book format goes more into detail. There's a lot more things that go into it that kind of explain certain things and motivations that you cannot necessarily tell in a film. So to me, that's what it sounds like was her issue. Again, she doesn't completely go into it. She doesn't say much about it. I don't feel like she has a lot to say because everything has to be like you know, there has to be a sound reason on the producer side and the higher ups, in my opinion, and that's why we don't really get much out of this video. Because to me, this video kind of looked like she was more trying to shift blame and try to make it seem like there's something happening and all that, which eternally there probably is. I don't want to discredit her, her feelings and whatnot, but I do think that she was treated unfair because she had to change stuff and she didn't want to change those things, is my opinion. And she had to do stuff that would possibly compromise the book and whatever she's trying to put out there or whatever. Um, I don't know. I don't know for the bad. Again, this could be from her side where she just feels like the movie was botched so bad it's nothing like the book, right? Like in her opinion, like the producers had to change things so bad to the point that it's nothing like the book. And there I could say, hey, okay, maybe that's probably that's probably valid to feel the way that you do. But that's where everybody says like, hey, Hollywood changes things. That is how Hollywood works, and you have to change things for those reasons. But here we are. We have the trailer. Of course, Paramount is the one who is distributing this one as well, so that probably says a lot. Remember, Skydance did take over, so you know, with them taking over, certain things were gonna obviously change towards the end of this movie's life cycle when it's being made, right? Um, but yeah, Gina Prince Bythewood directed this movie. I don't know who that is. Amanda Listenberg will be in this movie. Damson Idris. We did talk about Amanda Listenberg already before. She's been on this. She's been on a couple of our topics before when she was doing Star Wars. But Josh, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be reading the book. I speak for both of us when I say that. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be reading the book.
No.
So we're just going to have to do our best with what we get with the movie. Let's jump right in and see what this trailer is all about.
Big energy. All this good energy got you all in your feelings. Big energy.
My daughter, you must not be afraid. Orisha was once a land where magic flowed through our people. You were born with a gift greater than you know. But those who feared our power took it away from us. I know you miss her. Your powers may be gone, but that does not change who you are. Magic is a festering disease. Purge it! Heed my words. You are the future king. What if that is not the kind of king I want to be? For years, I have trained you. Because I believe you are the one. You can bring magic back.
Hold up, wait. Look around, everybody on mute. Hold up, wait. Look around, it's me and my crew. Big energy. Big energy. All this good energy got you all in your feelings. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Hold up.
They're looking to you to lead them.
All this good energy got you all in your feelings. Big energy.
She has the ability to annihilate us all.
Big energy.
You have unraveled me.
Big energy.
No mercy! You must strike!
All these years, we believed the gods abandoned us.
Oh, my child. They were waiting for you.
Black Panther vibes.
I was about to say, did they just like, okay, so I'm assuming the book has a lot of heart and depth and there's a lot of love and whatever, blah blah blah. But it looks like to me, like I said, I haven't even read the book, but I'm assuming that we just Paramount just made a Black Panther movie for themselves.
Right. Good for them, I guess. I mean, good for them. That's all I got out of this. I was just like, Black Panther. This all kind of reminded me of Black Panther.
This is just Black. It is just Black Panther.
I just said, fuck Black Panther. I want to be a ripoff. Like, and then that's it.
Close enough for him. Close enough for him. I do think this is kind of insane how like crazy close this kind of reminds you, like even down to the purple like power in the water and shit like that. That's what got me. That's when I was like, oh yeah, that's Black Panther. Oh yeah, that's Black Panther. We've seen that before. I swear to God, we did. Interesting for them to go that route, but hey, I guess it is what it is. Does she have a right to be upset? I guess unless we read the book, we
don't really know.
We really will not know. But I will say, if Paramount's trying to get butts in seats by giving us a Black Panther ripoff, shame on you. For shame. For shame. Let us know what you guys think, though. Check out the trailer. It's out on YouTube right now. Children of Blood and Bone. That's all I got to say about that. We gotta move on. We're moving on. Josh, we got the new Jumanji trailer as well. Jumanji open world look. We were talking about this the other day. The Rock's trajectory is not okay. I'm not okay with what he's been doing. But I will say I've been having fun with these Jumanji movies. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm hoping we get something good out of this as well. I have you only saw the first one, you said?
I only saw the
Have you
first
gotten around to the second one yet?
one. Not yet. No.
When are you gonna watch Jumanjis?
Maybe if this one's good. Okay.
No, you gotta watch it before this one.
Yeah, but if this one's good, it'll entice me to watch the other ones.
Oh, like if the trailer is good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's jump right in. Hopefully it is good. Obviously, we got the same people back. The kids are the same. The Rock Johnson's back. We got who Kevin Hart. What's the other guy's name?
Um,
Karen Gillian. She's gonna be in there. And what's his Bowser, bro? It's Bowser. What's his name?
Jack Black.
Jack Black. Yeah. Come on, man. Help me out here. Help me out here.
I think Danny DeVito's also coming back.
Oh, Danny DeVito might come back too, yeah. Well, let's jump right in. Let's check it out.
What is going on?
Oh my God.
Spencer, you gotta get back here.
Grandpa, you okay?
Look over my left shoulder.
No way.
Is that?
Yes, it is.
Honey, do you know him?
Spencer and I were both inside of him when we were in Africa.
Dr. Bravestone, I'm so glad I found you.
Of course you are. Because of my reputation and my charisma.
You what? We have a problem. They're video game characters, but they're stuck in demo mode.
Gravestone is Spanish, I think.
Tyson.
There was a hippopotamus in the alley!
My nephew. He's a lunatic.
I'm beginning to suspect we're not in Jumanji. Damn rats.
Donatus, hi.
Let's go.
Why do they run like that?
Honey, these new friends of yours make me very uncomfortable.
No one is going to stop us.
Dr. Bravestone's the best driver in all the Jumanji. If you don't slow down, they will make us stop the car.
Oberon, get in the back.
Fine, but you listen to me. I should be the one to...
Oh,
Come on, no time to waste.
Did I break the world?
No, maybe.
The only way to stop this is to get you guys back in the game.
Push!
What's that?
Mom!
Oh, goodness. Spencer, honey!
Mom, I'm right here.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Huh, sorry.
What is this miserable? Am I dreaming, Donatus? Yes, I am Donatus. It's me, Janice. Janice? You look terrible. So different. With muscles and penis and no hair.
Ow! I'm okay. Where's Aunt Nora?
Tyson?
Who's Tyson? I'm Tyson. Except I'm a black grown-up. Mom, get ready.
Violence is never the answer.
Wow! You get one! And you get one! You should be ashamed of yourself!
No, it's okay.
Come here. That's my boy.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, I was gonna say the first half had me, and I was like, okay, they're just doing Jumanji again. You just bring them out. I didn't know if I was feeling the whole like they're stuck in demo mode or whatever. But then they just go back into the game though. They go into the game anyways. I don't understand. It's like they're doing both things at the same time. It kind of sounds like a lot to me, right?
Right.
And this seems like a bad morning for trailers today. I don't know. It's just been one stinker after another. What are we doing here?
I don't know. Let's hope it gets better though.
Wait, like, are you on my side? Does this not look weird or something?
It
Like,
does look weird, dude. I think the second one looked a little weirder, and that was based off trailers alone. The first one was the only one that felt kind of solid. This one it doesn't scream solid.
I don't know about.
Some of it was kind of funny. I won't lie. I did think some of it was funny.
Well, yeah, when they first were out, but then they switched that to like the moms are gonna be in there. So what is the rest of the game gonna be if they're gonna be in the video game?
Yeah.
I don't know. They had me in the beginning. They had me. I was like, this is just fucking Jumanji again. Yeah, we're going back to the basics. Hell yeah, just animals running amok, and we're gonna get some funny dialogue with like the actual characters or whatever. Even though like in the original Jumanji, the dude was actually actively hunting down like the kid and stuff like that. Like that would have been cool if like those counterparts were coming out to like attack them in the real world because they're playing the game or something. You know what I mean? Like that would have been pretty sick. But I don't know. It was a little weird for me. I can't deny that. Fuck. All right, let us know what you guys think. Check out Jumanji Open World. The trailer's out right now. Fuck. And I wanted you to watch Jumanji. Now I have no leg to stand on. I'm legless. I'm legless now. Hopefully I'm good with a bow. No? No? Nothing? I don't get anything? I don't get anything?
Boo,
Okay. It is a bad morning for trailers. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we have Adam Wingard, okay? He's up next. He's made an A24 movie called Onslaught. If you don't know who Adam Wingard is, well, he made Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh. I like that one. That's pretty good.
But I don't think this is going to be a big boom bang pow fest for sure. Maxima is going to be in there, Adriana Arjona and Alex Pereira. So them two are going to be in there. So that's going to be pretty cool. And I mean, we have been talking about Adriana for a while. She's possibly going to be a Man of Tomorrow as a Wonder Woman, or like I said, I think I'm saying her name wrong. Is it Maxima?
Yeah, Maxima.
Okay, or Maxima. So, but we get to see a little bit of her acting chops before then. We got Onslaught. Apparently, there was a trailer before this one, and this one's only been out like about a month apart. So, I'm kind of curious about that. But we're here with official trailer 2 instead of the first trailer. At least this one will give us a little bit more detail of what the plot's supposed to be about. Let's get into it.
Wanna come in with me?
I'll wait here.
Okay. Don't talk to strangers. I got burritos. I got beef jerky. We are all good.
Allow me to make proper introductions to the perfect soldiers. Crybaby. He was weeping as he slaughtered civilians. Cockroach was shot 48 times and survived. This last soldier you will surely be aware of. The Butcher. They can see better in the dark. Once they begin killing, they will not stop. They are the human equivalent of a heat-seeking missile.
Remember the character of the onslaught against us.
Where are you going?
Go to your room. Get under the bed. Mama needs to get her guns.
What do they want? The onslaught against us.
They're operating like a military unit.
Onslaught against us. Onslaught. Onslaught. Onslaught against us.
Hey, no, you are not smoking in front of my child.
The onslaught against us.
A lot better. Okay, we're ending it on a good note. All right, that's fine. We're getting there. That was pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad. Kind of a weird premise. What are they, like zombies or something?
I think they're just like heightened soldiers. They're probably like sleeper agents or something like that.
Oh, okay. So they were like messed with and kind of like modified and
yeah.
They just kill random civilians, or they're just like on the loose or something.
I just think it's they probably break like off their chain of command or something like that, and just start going on a rampage. That's what I imagine anyway.
Okay. It looks interesting. It looks pretty fun too. It doesn't look as like the other ones where like it's fake fun. This one actually seems like they were having a blast making it. I don't know. I mean, they put up a lot of his good credits, but they failed to let you know that he also made the second Godzilla versus Kong movie, and that one's not so good. But it's good that they ignored it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, man. Just take a dig at my favorite one in the MonsterVerse. Okay.
You like the second one better than the first one?
The Godzilla versus Kong?
The New Empire?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, not that one. All right,
no, yeah, he made that one too. No, I like the first one. The first one's good. I'm just saying they failed to mention he made the second one too. We're ending on a high note. Moving on, Josh. We have a Michael B. Jordan film, and then, okay. Okay, we'll. I'm gonna adjust the lineup here. We're gonna talk about this one, and then we're gonna talk about one last thing because I just wanna. I feel like we have to get it off our chest, and then we'll close out from there. The Thomas Crown Affair is what we're going to be watching first. It has Michael B. Jordan in it. Not too sure what it's about, but it has Michael B. Jordan in it. So let's jump right in. The Thomas Crown Affair.
I've been taking risks my entire life. But last night, it was different. I felt alive. My heart was racing. Every step was part of a plan. Things slowed down. It was silent. And I was surprised how easy it was. But I'm not finished yet. That's what excites me. Move, everyone, move! I just had to come over and introduce myself. Thomas Crown.
I know exactly who you are.
If you don't jump, can't catch me.
And he's directing it too again. Okay. Michael B. Jordan, I see you. I like that.
It looked cool. I just couldn't help but find it a little funny at how long those stairs were.
Yeah, he's kind of walking up there
Like,
quite a bit.
Every time the thing panned to him, it felt like he was just not getting any more up than what he was supposed to be. So
it's just a trailer. It's not based on the real movie. He's not walking a million flights of stairs in the movie. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Pretty good. I like that. That was pretty good.
Okay. All right. His next directing effort. Okay, after Creed 3. So I mean, we got to be kind of hyped for that, right?
Right. I can't wait.
Are you like a big Michael Jordan fan, or are you just like mildly?
No. I'm a huge Michael B. Jordan fan.
Because I know he's not like my favorite, but I really like what he does.
From Chronicle all the way up to now. I haven't seen Fruitvale Station.
Oh, Fruitvale Station is really good too. That's a good movie. But yeah, the Thomas Crown Affair looks good. Robbing paintings. That's kind of different. I mean, we've seen it before. It's not new concept, but it's something different in this landscape where like a lot of people just be doing like banks and all that stuff. I believe like the past few movies, I guess with bank robbers has been more like on the technological side. It's all been banks and all that stuff. Was it crypto stuff and everything? So getting back to like this whole like painting espionage kind of stuff, it's kind of like he's doing his own like James Bond. So it's nice.
Let's hope it turns out good and we get more, because that'd be cool.
He lost out on James Bond, and he's just like, I'm gonna do it myself.
Basically, yeah, basically.
All right, Josh. And last but not least, we were gonna end on Amazon Carrie trailer. kind of wanted to see it, but I was like, you know what? No, we have something else to discuss, and that's Jason Momoa as an actor who does not seem to stop getting in his own way. He's turning into what I believe is um, The Rock, Vin Diesel, all these actors who just play themselves, and we've been kind of talking about that multiple times as well. And I have no other evidence besides this clip, and this is something that I wanted to show to you as well, because I just needed you to see what they did with Jason Momoa as Blanca in this film. Okay, I'm gonna let you just see this short clip. I'm not. Are you particularly excited for Street Fighter?
I am. I kind of can't wait. I thought it looked pretty good. You're scaring the shit out of me right now, so we'll see if that changes.
All right, let's jump right in and let's see what's going on.
Ryu, I know what you're capable of. Show me.
Let's go! Stop! I do not wish to fight you. Then you die. Okay? I want you. Oh, okay. Perfect.
Do you see what I'm seeing here?
I'm not a
Do
fan
you
of-
understand
I'm
what
not a
I
fan.
was
I'm
what
not a
I'm
fan
talking
of-
about now?
I'm not a fan of that specifically. Yeah, no, that's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. That's not good. That he looks so bad. They
Wait, Josh, I need you to explain to me what you're seeing on screen right now. I need you to explain to me because I need to know that you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing.
Jason Momoa as what's his name? Baraka?
I think it's Blanca, no?
Blanca. As Blanca. But it's like they just CGI'd his face onto him. Oh no. This is bad.
For I know you probably have an idea, but I got you. This is what he looks like.
Yeah.
In games. Right?
Spiky
In
hair,
video games.
kind of like Pikachu.
I like Pikachu. Spiky hair. The face is I would kind of see it like an ogre demon. Kind of, I think Invincible with like the little girl that turns into a demon or whatever has
yeah,
more of that face. Yeah. Like this. I mean, it's just more. What's going on with Jason Momoa, man? What's going on here? Why did they do this? Was this more of a creative choice where they were like, hey, you know what? We don't want to just use him as a a voiceover. We want to actually put him in the mocap suit and use everything about him. I don't know.
I don't know about this one. It's a little strange decision, but the rest of the movie can't be this bad. So let's hope it goes better.
So I mean, excitement drop, or are we still excited for Street Fighter?
I think I'm still excited for Street Fighter. I think I'm
still excited.
For not a full 10. You know what I mean? We're chilling at a cool 7, but we're cool.
I mean, you did like him in Fast X. I mean,
this is not the same thing.
Oh no, this is not the same thing. This is clearly not the same thing. I should have known better. My bad. But yeah, this worries me. I was excited for Street Fighter. I seen this clip and I was because I really wanted to see what he was gonna look like. I thought we were gonna try to go more, just voiceover. If they were gonna use his facial expressions, use them, but obviously to make him look more like like the game counterpart. The fact that we just got Jason Momoa as the Hulk, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. His hair is even like not even spiky. It's just
It looks like dreads.
yeah, it looks like his normal hair.
Yeah. Weird. Weird.
Let us know what you guys think, though. Check out the little Street Fighter clip. It's Blanca versus Ryu. It's Jason Momoa and Andrew Koji going at it. If you guys want to see what Jason Momoa is going to look like as a Green Hulk inside of Street Fighter, basically is what I think. I mean, they could have just made him Bruce Banner's son. To be honest, they could have just done that if they wanted to. But let us know what you guys think. But with that being said, that's going to be our last topic for this episode. Any movies you want us to review, TV shows, topics we should be talking about, you want to hear your voice on one of these episodes, Josh, let them know where they can do all that.
Twitter, TikTok, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at FilmBros Podcast. Post no episodes are up. You can hit us up there for any news or movies you want us to cover. Buzzsprout link in the social I just gave you. It's like a Patreon. You subscribe. You have the show code. Really appreciate it. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcast at FilmBros Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. Again, wherever you get your podcast. Part of the conversation, Twitch at FilmBros Podcast. And when it's all said and done, subscribe to our YouTube at FilmBros Podcast.
And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.
Woo-wee. How's the recording on your side been going?
It's good. The Odyssey one came out a lot better than the one we did last Saturday, and so I think it's shaping up pretty well.
Okay,